Hey, 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 I am here at Scott Hand's house right now with Matt Frad. It's actually over there. And Scott is in there as well. But we're checking out his library, which is apparently a pretty big deal. I thought we were already starting in the library, like over here. Looks like there's already books. But the library is actually back there with the light. So we're about to head back there and go check it out. So let's go together. There's Matt Frad. And it is literally a library. Wow. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Here's Scott.
Cameron. This here is the journal room.
The journal room.
Yeah, the journal room. So these are all the academic journals, and I have about 300 notebooks straight back there, all filed, that have photocopied articles from the last 35, 40 years, arranged topically. And then this is what we call the BX section here. This is all arranged by Library of Congress labeling. So we have LibBib, so students can come and access these books.
Oh my gosh.
And then here's the main part of the books here.
I mean, this is literally a library.
Yeah, that's right. This is actually the annex, the appendage. We just put this together a year ago.
Oh my goodness.
The main event.
What?
That's the best bit when I realised that this is where the library is.
Yeah.
What?
Not intentional. Anyway.
Oh my goodness.
So it goes back a ways.
Yeah, it does.
Stations or carols or desks for students too.
Oh my goodness. This is crazy.
That episode of not the episode, the Ghostbusters, when that ghost showed up.
I didn't watch that movie.
Anyway, these are the books that still need to be processed and labeled, and those are the ones that have just been labeled and will be shelved here in the next few.
Who manages all of this?
Nobody knows here, but I'm a full-time librarian. No, we have help from a gal down the street.
Oh my goodness.
Labeling all of that. So, anyway.
Oh my goodness. It's beautiful though.
Yeah, when we moved here 16 years ago, this was a garage.
Okay.
And this was a garage door right there behind you where the French doors are now. And there were at least 4 or 5, maybe 6 Corvettes down here. It was dark. It was dank. And Kimberly's like, I can see your library. I'm like, I can see a garage. And so she's like, well, first we'll put the carpeting in. And as she drew it that night, I began to realize she was onto something. And so
wow,
we moved here in 2005 and began working on it right away.
Yeah, I mean, these are like labeled.
That's right.
And
yeah.
So people check them out and they...
Well, we have desks here, 4 desks. And so students come and do their research. We've had priests, we've had scholars on sabbatical, doctoral students writing their research for their PhDs.
Goodness.
Over the years, we've just had a lot of people kind of hanging out here.
If there were one book you wouldn't want stolen, what would that be?
How to Catch a Thief? No, the Summa, definitely. Yeah. I have 4 different versions of it though, so I'm not particularly worried.
What are these up here? This
is all reference section, and those big ones are back issues of the Vatican newspaper L'Osservatore Romano.
Oh my goodness!
So you can help find books, Anthony.
Yeah. Well, speaking of that, I prayed to Saint Anthony. I was looking for Melito of Sardis' Peripasca like 4 or 5 days ago, and I mean, I knew where it had been. I went to my office. I went upstairs. I had it in my bedroom for a while. And I realized, I went to where it was supposed to be in the shelves, and it wasn't there. And I'm like, we're going to be discussing this 2nd century homily for our seminar.
Goodness.
And so, St. Anthony, I'm going to give it to you. I'm getting worked up.
Mm.
And so, 6 hours later, I'm going to get a book in another section, and I get it. And I'm looking at it, right, there's Melito of Sardis. Wrong, it's misshelved.
Oh.
I would never have found it.
Wow.
Once it's misshelved, it might as well be lost. And so I'm like, way to go.
Ralph Martin.
Yeah, one of his very, very first works.
You literally have a library card here. Library card.
Yeah, I have 3.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you have to you have to use this stool in order to.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
But
goodness.
the scriptures section is particularly strong. As I mentioned to you, my son works at he teaches at a seminary in Emmitsburg, and they have a decent library, and our university is too. But in the area of Old and New Testament, I would say this is peculiar. This is unique. This is really good. So yeah, this is where Aquinas starts. It starts there. That's where the A's are, and here are the Z's. So it wraps all the way around. But we need an entire room for the BX. That's what we were looking at before we walked in here. And now that our kids are mostly grown up and moved out, these have become sort of like my stepchildren. And so I spent a lot of time down here.
Wow. I'm gonna take one more walk down here.
Beautiful. And the library sale is unprecedented. We've never had all the books going for $1, sequestered in a room when they're picked over. And we get them back and then invited to go to the back group before they went up. So, I've had an influx of probably 1,300 books since the choice of some old ones.
Well, wow.
You might know the answer to this. Do you know anyone that might be willing to loan or give me a relic of Thomas Aquinas to put on the set?
I don't.
I wouldn't either. I'd soon kill someone.
Yeah, I would resent whoever would part with it.
That's right. That's a better way of putting it. Yeah, there's a nice place on these bookshelves to put a little.
This is the trash heap of them all. You can turn the camera off if you want.
We gotta get it. We gotta get it.
So you can get it in here as well. But I'm currently working on like 15 different projects, and so
Yeah, this is the desk of a working man.
Different projects.
yeah.
Well, thank you for showing us your library.
You're welcome, Cameron.
This is amazing. Wow. And there you have it. Wow. See you guys later.
How's his